Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back into the video, and today the Houston Texans have signed Braxton Berrios to a one-year, $2 million deal, and the Houston Texans have added to the wide receiver room, and now Braxton Berrios is going to not reunite, but he's going to team up with Nico Collins, and also is going to play with Christian Kirk and whoever else is in this Texans wide receiver room. I don't feel like this Texans team adds to the wide receiver room again in free agency. I feel like Berrios and Christian Kirk is it. That's all we're going to see with, other players brought into the wide receiver room. I think the only other players you're going to see added into this wide receiver room in the offseason for the Houston Texans will be through the draft, especially with all the draft capital this Texans team has now from the Tunsil trade. So, I feel like the Texans could draft a wide receiver or two in the draft this year. But I think this might be the last wide receiver you see the Texans add in this offseason when it comes to trades or free agency. I like this addition for the Texans. I mean, Berrios didn't have any receiving yards last season at all in his 6 games and is coming off a torn ACL, but did a really solid job in 2023 with 238 receiving yards and a receiving touchdown. But they didn't bring him in. I mean, sure, as a receiver, he's really solid, but they didn't bring him in because they wanted him as a receiver. They brought him in because of what he does special teams wise. If you go look at his special teams, kick and punt returns, he's done a great job in those 2 categories. So last year, in his 7 punt returns, he returned for 107 yards, and his 3 kick returns, he returned for 76 yards. Then you want to look at 2023. In 16 games, he had 23 punt returns for 235 yards, 18 kick returns for 441 yards. 2022, 240 yards on 21 returns, 600 yards on 26 kick returns. He even had a 102-yard kick return touchdown for the New York Jets in 2021, alongside having 201 punt return yards on 15 returns. So his special teams is mainly the big reason why the Houston Texans are adding him in, but he also can be helped at the wide receiver position. Also want to note, Braxton Berrios has a very, social media famous girlfriend, Alex Earl, and so I'm sure maybe there are some people that are fans of, it's kind of like, it's like a less popular version. Like, I think a less popular version of Taylor Swift. I'm not comparing Alex Earl to Taylor Swift. I'm just saying, Alex Earl has what I'm saying. This is what I mean. Like, Alex Earl has fans that may not necessarily care about the NFL, but care about Alex, and because she's dating Braxton Berrios, they care about him, and so maybe that means there's some new Texans fans. I don't know how to feel about that. I don't really care, to be honest. All I care about is this Houston Texans team becoming more of a contender, and I know that Braxton Berrios helps with that when it comes to the special teams of kick and punt returning, and so that's why I'm excited about this addition for the Houston Texans. Let me know your thoughts on this signing for the Texans in the comment section, and peace out.